Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? September is a huge month for Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online's Ordinal Scale movie is about to be released in China on September 15th. The Blu-ray/DVD for Ordinal Scale is about to be released in Japan, and while that's going to happen soon, apparently rentals in Japan have already started ahead of release. For the people who watched the movie in the theaters and stayed for the after credits, they would have saw a scene where they teased the next arc of the SAO storyline. Along with the text, SAO will return on the screen. In the DVD release, as people have confirmed from the rentals, the teaser is also present in the release, which means it will most likely make it online in the next few days. The SAO franchise is getting ridiculously big, having grossed over 3.5 billion yen in the worldwide box office with its latest movie, and that doesn't even count China yet, with China doing a large-scale release of the Ordinal Scale movie with over 6,000 screens across the country. Compare this with its Japanese release of 150 theaters across Japan and about 1,000 theaters worldwide at the beginning. The Chinese release is probably one of the biggest in size for a non-Ghibli anime movie. So since now that we have the teaser at hand, we know that SAO Season 3 is coming. Not sure when, but it's definitely coming, especially when the franchise is at an all-time high for popularity. Which part of the novel will it be adapting though? From what it's looking like, it's going to be the Alicization arc, which is the arc that follows right after the GGO and Mother Rosario's arc. And if you count the Ordinal Scale movie, which is a completely original story, this Alicization arc happens right after Ordinal Scale. For those of you who don't want to be spoiled at all, we're going to be going into just a brief synopsis of what the Alicization arc is going to be about, so you have been fairly warned. So if we don't count Ordinal Scale, after the events of Mother Rosario, which is the end of Sword Art Online Season 2, it's about April in 2026. This arc starts just 2 months later in June, and it starts with Kirito being offered a job at a private enterprise named Wrath by a man named Seijiro, who was the VR Crimes Division member that Kirito was cooperating with since the Sword Art Online incident. Kirito's job was to test out an experimental full dive machine, but his memories were to be blocked as a security measure. Kirito didn't know it at first, but the company's real purpose was actually not to test the machine out itself, but to create a special type of AI for military use. They brought Kirito into this specialized virtual world called the Underworld, where time flows 1,000 times faster than the real world. And Kirito lived in there for quite so many years, starting as a child, to test why the residents of the Underworld were not able to break any laws. AIs that weren't able to break laws were useless for war, and so they really wanted to find out why the AIs at Wrath were like that. So Kirito lived there growing up as a child again, but in accelerated time, until his influence resulted in one, I'm guessing AI named Alice, finally broke one of the rules. Kirito wakes up after the short weekend experiment, a bunch of things happen, and he's back in the Underworld again. But this time with his memories of the real world intact. And so that's how the story kind of starts, and if you want to read the whole story, it's actually available in English already on Amazon. You can just Google it and find it. For now, I'm just excited that we'll finally be able to watch Ordinal Scale out of the theaters, and apparently there are some juicy changes in the Blu-ray/DVD release that I'll just let you find out on your own. Anyways, what do you guys think of Ordinal Scale, and when do you think we'll see a return of the SAO anime? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for Tokyosaurus for the latest things people are talking about in Japan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.